And the F1 theme introduces us into TFRL B League for this evening. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to TFRL B League here, Round 1, Australia at the Albert Park circuit. I am Jim Said 14. I will be your F1 coordinator and lead commentator for this evening and for the rest of the season for B League. And joining me in the commentary box, if he is back on the mic, I think he is just about to come back on the mic, is Mr. KLC73. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. He's got a new mic and everything, so we can hear his lovely, sexy voice. I've got to say, that's a brilliant way to start us off. But anyways, the F1 intro has subsided, and we are ready for B League. I'm not sure if we've got any comments coming in. I'll quickly check. We haven't, but we've got 4 viewers. If we can get the stream link out, that would be much appreciated. It is 7 o'clock. I highly doubt that anybody else has came online. You can only hear me at the minute because I'm going to send up backup invites to everyone. Let's have a look who's online. We've got Devil Wallbank. We've got Fidgeting Dragon. We've got FST's online. Let's get him in. Jacko, James Killer, Jamie Boy's online. He's just came online in time. That's good to see. Kip, Mr. 73. Yeah, I'll go spectator literally in a couple of seconds. Has somebody left? Oh no, you've just gone spectator, that's why. Mark NUFC's online. Let's see him online. Niels is here. Let's invite Panos in. Just trying to remember who's in B League. Sport Legend 037, he's sadly not joining us this season. Do me. Storm Superhero, Billy, and that is it. Lovely. Backup invite sent out.
I'm going to quickly message Mark to race.
Oh, Mark will outpace these by an absolute mile. I'll message him later on if he can race in A League next week. But I've given Jamie Boy an invite anyways because I think he might be joining us, which will put our total up to 13. We will go in 2 minutes, I would say, and get B League started. I'm going to have a quick check on, see how the competition are getting on with FOL F1. Oh my god, the 6 drivers going. There's 6 drivers going. Felix is winning. Oh my god. It looks like it's the end of FOL F1 as we've seen it here tonight. Anyways, B League. You've seen most of these drivers, haven't you, in action? Who would you say warrants a good shout out for getting getting pole position here in Australia tonight?
I'm gonna go between Superhero and David Wallbank.
Interesting. We do have... Who's just joined? Oh, you're right, a spectator. And the session is starting. Jamie Boy has just come online. I'm not sure if he is going to join within the 20-second time limit. We will get started. No, he can join in qualifying. Oh, yeah. I'm just quickly going to check if he's on F1. I'll give him another backup invite. Oh, apologies for the slight coughing thingy. Storm's in, that's better. We can hear you now. I think that's aimed towards you. Yeah, we can start. I'll go in spectate mode. Me and Aaron will go into spectate mode. And we can get started. And everyone is literally spamming the thingy. If you just leave the green button, yeah, I know it's tempting, but if you press ready, we can start this tonight. Thank you. Be much appreciated. Toad is back in the comments section. Toad, of course, returning driver into B League. A very late signing, like literally Today he signed in the last seat in Renault. He is David Wallbank's teammate, and we'll take you through the B League lineup when we get into qualifying. 12 drivers here. I know Bullboy was saying about A League in FOL earlier on in the comment section, saying how we had 14 drivers last night and they had 17. I would say our 14 drivers are of a better quality and a better standard than some of the FOL guys. And I mean, he brought in F2 reserves. You don't see that here with me bringing in A-League drivers to compete in B-League. So, but anyways, we're about to load into qualifying. There's a couple more comments coming through. Let's have a look. Superhero here. Bluebear 7 is here. Very nice. See, but my only win wasn't stream last season. I've become really bad at this game. Oh no. Oh dear. But anyways, we're into qualifying. Mr. 73, Mr. Collingwood, what is your top 3 for Australia? He was gonna snatch pole position. I know you've already said about Superhero, or David Wallbank. Got the name there. Goodness me. Not the great start. Who would you predict, though, to be top 3?
Top 3, Superhero, Paul, David Warbank 2nd, and Kipmet 3rd.
Kipmet Noodles, yes, of course. In FOL F3, we've snatched him from the claws of Bullboy. We do have some action coming out on track, though. And speaking of Kip, he's first out on track. David Wallbank, I think, is out behind as well. He's already lagging, which is not great news. As long as he stays nowhere near the car in front or car behind, he should be fine with his connection. Really hope it doesn't affect him this race. I'm going to go top 3, and I'm going to say Wallbank for first. I'm going to go Superhero 2nd, and I'm going to go Storm 3rd. Storm has really had a bit of pace recently. Not true around this track, but he has had a bit of pace in FOL F2, which will be interesting to see. And Lightning Gasly has joined. And do you know what? I'm going to quickly unmute him. Mr. Gasly is...
21 or a low 22.
Mr. Gasly sounds like he's having his dinner, but he is live now on the stream. I've seen you join, so I may as well get your opinions. What's going to be your top 3, if you can give me a top 3? He's not here. Absolutely fantastic. Anyways, let's go for a lap of Australia, and let's go on board with...
Were you talking to me then?
I was talking to you then, yes. What's your predicted top 3 for B-League tonight, for qualifying?
Superhero, Billy, and Goldie.
Oh, well, Superhero's crashed. Superhero has crashed. I don't know whereabouts that is on track. That might be at the S section, actually. There is yellow flags through that section. Yeah, there he is, right-hand side. Looking on board with Storm's car there, on the right-hand side. So Superhero not getting anywhere near. He's going to be starting from the back of the field, sadly. But let's ride on board with Kip now. Actually, Kip's going slow. Let's not ride on board with him. Let's ride on board with David Wallbank, who I've predicted for pole position here tonight. There's a yellow flag in sector 2 behind him. I think that will be Kip. 48.4, I think, through the middle sector. Not too bad by David Wallbank. He did set pole position here in FOL F3 earlier on this season. Hopefully he can repeat that form coming into B-League for round 1. And he's coming into the final couple of corners now in the Renault. Be interesting to see if he can get a good run off. I wouldn't be expecting fast lap times from these guys. I wouldn't be expecting the likes of like the 19s. David Wallbank coming into the final, across the line, 21.9, not too bad by David Wallbank.
So David Wallbank is in the pits on my screen.
He's in the pits? He's just at the lap. I think we've got to...
It says he's on track, like it doesn't say he's in the pits on like the thingy, but yeah, it says he's in the pits, but I can see him like changing the ERS on that.
So essentially what you're saying to me, he's parked in the garage, but he's changing his ERS. Yeah, there's a bit of a desync issue there, I think. Might have to leave, restart your application, and then jump back. But Storm is now coming across the line on the super soft compounded tyre. It's at a 22.4. It's quite respectable. I would say at least 7, 8 tenth improvements here from the super softs onto the softs. I know Aaron, I think, said we could see second improvement on lap times. As James Killer has retired at the session.
Can I have another invite, please?
I can't invite you. If somebody could invite Lightning Gasly, that'd be much appreciated. Niels is coming up towards the line though in the Red Bull. Let's see what he's going to set. 22.9. He goes fourth, just behind Billy. So David Wallbank, Storm and Billy first, second and third with 5 minutes gone in the session. Oh, and Deneen's... Wow! That's the last person I was expecting to beat David Wallbank, if I've got to be honest. Deneen goes quickest with a 21.5. David Wallbank with a 21.9. Kip in behind has also improved with a 21.9 and goes third. So a bit of change up front early on. As Toad is about to come across the line, and I think Toad is actually going to put on pole possibly here. Ooh, 21.9. He just goes ahead of David Wallbank. So to Renault second and third early on. You can join through the party, can't you?
No, because it's invite only, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Oh. If somebody can give them an invite, I can't. I'll check now. No, I can't. Which is terrible. Go yellow flag in sector 3. It's Jacko. I think he's preparing for a lap. He's got a Red Bull coming behind him. He's just going to get it in. Yeah, he's just going to go in front of the Red Bull. I think that's Niels coming round. It is Niels. He's the only Red Bull out on track. Luckily, he's coming at the pits. Oh, actually, is he going quicker? No. But he is going for another lap in behind. There's a Renault coming out the pits. Let's Jacko through. Jacko now set out for a lap of Australia. If Mr. Collingwood is here, he can take this lap.
I think Toad is on a lap as well, but I'll go on board with Jacko to check his first sector split, compare it to the top guys.
Yeah, Toad's coming in the pits, I think.
Oh, and he's on the he's in the barrier and he's
out. Turn 5. You did allude it to in commentary last night. You did allude to it, saying that curb can catch our drivers. Fearsome turn 5, and Jacko is out of the session. We only got Niels out on track, like on a lap, a competitive lap. Niels 700s off in the middle sector, going through the S section now. This is where you can gain time if you have went slowly through on your first lap. Niels is now coming up towards thingy. I'm going to have a check on the comments as well, because there's quite a few flooding in. I highly suspect Bullboy might be watching, which is absolutely fantastic if he is. But Niels is coming around the final corner now. Oh, he's coming to the pits. He's absolutely ruined it for us all. Yeah, he might have involved it. Let's have a look at the comments.
Strange.
Let's have a look at the comment section. Oh, that blue base 7 guy. I'm gonna just do that. There we go. I remember blue base 7 from thingy. Aaron is sick, best commentator alive.
Storm starting a lap.
Storm is starting a lap. I think David Wallbank might be on a lap as well. He's on the super softs. He's in the middle sector, just approaching the end of the middle sector. Let's have a look though. As I'll put my airplane mode back on. David Wallbank coming into the middle sector. I don't think he's improving. It's a couple of tenths down, I think. Storm through the first sector. 27.3 on my screen, but I think that's wrong. That is wrong. Fidgeting Dragons on a lap in the Toro Rosso. Yellow flag sector 2 is absolutely nobody. Fidgeting Dragon though is on a lap in the Toro Rosso. One of our new drivers, of course, if you have seen him in TFRL before. He is in the GT Sport League. We're on a Sunday night. He's not racing. I don't think he's racing with us tomorrow for Porsche Super Cup. But I am racing and he's got to go Paul! Oh! Oh, no, he's not. What the hell? Timing glitch and a half. Oh, I got so excited there because I think Fidgeting Dragon was setting a 21.3, but it came up on my screen as him setting an invalidated 23 flat.
Dom's going to improve. 21.9.
Ooh, 5/10 improvement on the Ultras. Not too bad, but look at the top. Look at second, third and fourth. Oh, I do have a bit of a timing glitch actually on my screen, which is absolutely fantastic. Oh! Mark NUFC has joined. I will allow... Well, he's here, so I will allow him to race, because he missed last night. I'll allow him to race.
Deneen is by 2 Oh, he made a mistake with the height.
Oh, and he's has he crashed? Oh, he's gone slow. Oh, he's pretty much stopped on track. Getting out of the way of a Red Bull, and the Red Bull then gets out of the way of a Williams, which is Goldie, who is on a lap. Goldie coming around the final couple of corners now. He is looking around the Fidgeting Dragon sort of pace here, I would say, on his invalidated lap. Goldie now coming around the final corner. How's he going to do? How's he going to set? What's he going to set? He's coming across the line. Now, 21.4. I'm out slightly by about 6 or 7 tenths. So on my screen, that was a 20.8. But a 21.4 from Goldie, and he sets the standard early. Deneen is 2 tenths up still in the middle sector. How's he improving? Oh no, he's definitely not. What am I thinking? Toad's not improving, I don't think. No. Storming on lap, Fidgeting Dragon doesn't improve. Sorry, Kip didn't improve. Fidgeting Dragon is not improving at the minute on the Ultras. Coming into the final. Oh, he's 300s up though in the middle sector. Might have just had an invalidation, but he might crash and he's out! Oh, Fidgeting Dragon's a huge crash for the Toro Rosso driver. And Fidgeting Dragon out the session. That's what you get if you push that S section too hard, and that claims another victim, like we saw in A-League last night, both in qualifying and in the race. As I think there is somebody else on the lap, but I don't know who it is.
Deneen and Toad are both on quick laps.
Who's furthest ahead? Deneen is. He's 3 tenths up through the middle sector. 48.6, I count that as through the middle sector, but do treat that with caution because I do have a bit of a timing glitch on my screen. Nothing to do with me, it is to do with the game and the game only. Deneen though is coming round into the last couple of corners. He doesn't look that quick in the final sector, if I've got to be honest. Has he lost the time? He's run out of ERS, that's why. This could cost him. Deneen, 20.9, that is spot on there with my timings. Timing glitch has fixed itself. And Deneen, 20.9, very nice lap. And goes quickest. Watch out for Wallbank though, he's in the gravel. Wallbank just having to skirt across the gravel there. He will come in for another lap. He will come into the pits and probably go for another lap. He's running out of ERS as well. Billy was on a lap and he was 2 tenths down, but he's coming in the pits. Niels, I think, is the only one out on a good lap. Yeah, he's 2 tenths up.
Kip is on a good lap.
Kip on a good lap. Yeah, he's 3 tenths up first sector. Niels is just approaching the middle of the third sector. So Niels is approaching the last 4 corners. He's going through the third last corner now and into the second last corner. Niels is looking to set, or at least improve, ahead of Fidgeting Dragon, I would say here. And he looks like he could be on for that. Going through the final corner. Niels coming across the line. Massive improvement. It's a 22.1. But again, I think it's a timing glitch with some of the drivers.
I got a party light from Ballborn. not joining that.
Oh dear. Well, if he wants to join, he can join us in the comment section. I will monitor it carefully so it doesn't cause any sort of trouble.
Kip is giving it.
Yep, Kip in the pits. Everyone is pretty much in the pits, so let's take a rundown of the order. With 3 minutes and 35 seconds roughly to go in the session, Deneen currently setting provisional pole, and he's currently sitting in that prime first spot. Goldie second with 4. Then it's a second row lookout for the Renaults with Toad and David Warbank third and fourth. Storm just in behind in fifth. Those three drivers, Toad, David Warbank and Storm, separated by 5 hundredths of a second, not 5/10. Goodness me. 500ths of a second. Kip 21.9 as well. In fact, 4 drivers now separated on a 21.9 by roughly about 600ths. So that's actually pretty good going. Fidgeting Dragon 7th, already out the session. Neil's 8th and Billy in 9th. Anybody surprised you at the minute as to how quick they've gone?
I wasn't expecting Deneen to set a 1:20 earlier on Goldie with a 21.4. That's also been quite surprising as well. A few people, of course, crashing out. Jacko, James, and Superhero. That is a shame for them, but the top two doing really well.
Yeah, top two doing really, really well. As a bit of team orders there. Warbank lets through Tilbury. Yeah, it's coming on now. Yeah, it's coming on now. Yeah, it's on. Oh.
Goldie is improving.
Goldie's improving in the middle sector. Yes, he is. Let's see how he's setting in the middle sector. He's 200ths up. There's the yellow flag in sector 3. I think that's just for either Toad or David starting the lap. Toad will, in fact, come in the pits. We won't get another lap in unless he's really quick. As Mr. F6 has left the party. Not surprised. Goldie now coming into the final couple of corners. I will read out the comments in a little while. Goldie's now coming around the final corner. 21.4 to improve on. I think he's going to be going close to the name here. 21.1, yeah, nice lap. He improves by roughly 2.5 tenths, just under 2.5 tenths, and Goldie goes second. Well, stays second and improves on his time. Let's have a look. Kip coming across the line. He's just about going to a lap. Storm in sector 3. As Toad has crashed in the 3rd sector. Oh, Toad's retired in the pits, that's why. Dear me. I'm not sure if Storm's actually improving here. 21.9, just getting the rear tyre caught on the grass. He's going to have to be quick. He is improving though. Storm is coming across the line. 21.7, he goes 3rd. So it's now Deneen, Goldie, Storm. Who did you say was improving?
David Warbank.
Warbank is improving. Let's have a look. 26.8 through the 1st sector, I saw that as. David Warbank now through the final corner. He is improving. Yeah, 21.3, nice lap. Not as quick as Deneen and Goldie though. Be interesting to see if anybody else is improving. Storm is improving by 0.3 in the 1st sector. Kip's off! Kip's gone for a spin! Oh, helicopter cam, and he's out. As Billy has got another chance to set another lap. In fact, he retires out the session. Niels is coming through the... Niels is coming through the final corner. He's just about going to make it, I think. Oh! Oh, he's got in.
Oh, he has.
He got in on 0. 0, 0, 0 for Niels. Wow. Let's have a look who's on a good lap. Storm. Let's go on board with Storm. He's 2.5 tenths up in the middle sector. Trying to get close to David Warbank and trying to snatch back 3rd from the Renault driver. How's he looking through the final corner? Let's have a look at this line. Very, very nice line. Not touching the curb at all. Storm is improving massively. He's going to go ahead of David Warbank, is he? Yes, he does. Goes 3rd. Found it all in the final couple of corners, and Storm goes 3rd for now. David Warbank has run out of fuel, so he can't set another lap. Goldie is 3,000 down in the 1st sector and getting a tow from Niels, which is quite interesting. Deneen is out as well. So I think it's all up to Goldie and Niels now, and Niels getting caught. Oh my god, bit of lag. It's going to be quick. Niels has retired. Goldie, yeah, Niels lets Goldie through, but Goldie's just retired.
Yeah, everyone's given up.
Everyone has given up. So Deneen on pole in the Sauber. Who would have expected that? Goldie second and Storm in third. At least I got one bit of my prediction right. Storm in third.
We won't talk about my prediction.
No, your prediction was already out when Superhero crashed. As Dave Wallbank coming across the line, we'll take you through a running order very, very shortly. As soon as we load up the results, I'll give them to you. I'm just going to quickly check the comment section. I will read out some of the comments after. I think Mark NUFC has joined. I highly doubt. I highly suspect he's probably going to win this. Sadly, he won. I won't count him in the results because it's quite unfair to the B-League drivers that have turned up. But Deneen sets pole here in Australia. Goldie in second. Storm in third, running off the top three. Then it's David Wallbank and Toad, the two Reynolds, fourth and fifth. Kip in sixth with Fidgeting Dragon, Niels, Billy and Superhero running off the top 10. Billy was the last one to set the lap. Superhero, James Killer, Jacko, all retired out of the session very early on. And they round off the 12 drivers for B-League that we've got, plus a very special guest in Mark NUFC, who is here tonight. I will read out some of the comments now. Storm loaded the wrong setups. That's probably why you saw him improve. Then 5/10 up and I crash. Jans. Not sure who Jans is.
I think that's Kip.
I think it might be Kip. Yeah, you're right. Fidgeting Dragon, I'm so annoyed I still had a lot of time to gain. Well, I can really comment on that. But I can't really comment on that because we are about to load into the race. And I like to say at this point that, FOL F3 is still live. Who won FOL F3 anyways?
I don't know.
Fast FIFA won. What? That is absolutely unbelievable. Fast FIFA has won. FOL. Anyways, top 3 prediction. Have you already said it?
I'm gonna go Deneen, Mark, Kip.
Interesting. Well, for fairness to the B-League drivers, I'm only going to count B-League drivers in this, even though I suspect that Mark will probably win this race. But I am going to go for Storm to win here. I think Superhero is going to get second. And I think Goldie is going to get third. I think Deneen might just lose them tyres. Them Ultra Softs wore quite quickly in A-League, with Kazizel especially overheating those tyres through the first 6 laps of the race. So it will be interesting to see how the drivers at the front, the top 9 especially, who are all on the Ultras, maintain their tyres throughout the course of the first stint of this race. And just to point out that Superhero, James Killer and Mark NUFC, who is our special guest here tonight, are all on Super Softs. There's quite a cluster of cars though, going through the middle, going through third and last corners. Mark, James Killer and Superhero all on the Super Softs, and Jacko has decided to go for the soft compound of tyre. So he probably wants to try and get a one-stop going on those, as now the drivers come into their grid positions. And Deneen and Goldie are inside of each other, which I hope. Yep, Goldie goes to the other side, that's good to see. But the B-League season opener in Australia is about to begin as we wait for the last car to line up on the grid, which is Mark NUFC. And he's loading onto his grid spot now. There we go. We are about, I don't know what camera angle to go for. Have we got 5 red lights? I don't know if we have got 5 red lights. I think we do have 5 red lights. It's lights out and away we go, and that is an absolute shocking camera angle. Oh my god. I can only commentate on the action. Let's go on board with Jim's killer going down into turn 1. Everyone's kept it clean through turn 1, I think. And through turns 2 and 3. Oh, the 2 turn losses. Oh, there's been a huge shunt. Everyone, even though there's front wing damage, everyone's still in. How on earth has that happened? But Goldie's got the lead from the start of the race. I do apologise about the poor camera work. That wasn't my fault. David Wallbank and Toad, I think, have just had a bit of a coming together in behind the 2 Renaults. It's Goldie who leads, though, at the end of the first sector from Deneen. Storm already on the back. How the hell has Mark NUFC already got up to 4th?
Oh, Dragon's
Fidgeting
out.
Dragon. What's happening to Fidgeting Dragon? Let's go on board with Neil. Oh, that's a weird place to crash out, if I've got to be honest. There's a whole Constantino effect. That first corner, a second corner crash. I'll have a look at it after this race. So there's no. If drivers have got footage, of course, please do send it in because it is all valuable. And Deneen running wide, and here comes Storm up the inside. Is Storm going for a move on Deneen up the inside? He doesn't quite commit it. He's probably trying to go. Oh, he's going for a dive bomb to the inside. Good switch back by Storm, and it's forced Deneen into a mistake, and that is a beautiful piece of driving by Storm. Not so great by Deneen, who's now got Mark NUFC all over his back end. As we at the end of lap 1, it's Goldie who leads. Storm, Deneen, Mark NUFC top 4. Oh, Mark getting caught on Deneen. That's good sportsmanship there for Mark NUFC, just holding up Toad a little bit as well. Good sportsmanship though from Mark, waiting up for Deneen there. Very good sportsmanship from our A-League driver. And we've got action in the background between Jacko and Deneen. All of that from that first lap chaos has forced Kip, Billy, Superhero and Niels all into the pits. Plus battle on track is the one I'm currently on board with, Deneen and Toad. First lap thoughts from Mr. Collingwood?
Well, a very clumsy start. As you said, a Constantino effect on the long straight.
Oh,
Deneen!
Deneen! Oh! Has he got it done? Deneen! Going alongside, it's Toad round the outside. Sorry to cut you off there, but Deneen was trying to go for a move on Toad. Has he got it up the inside? Toad keeps it around the outside of the S section. Deneen's got him back though, and this is forcing Jacko into play. Some great racing between these 3. Deneen, Jacko. Jacko trying to force a move up the inside. Oh, and he gets close to Toad, and he's going to force a move up the inside, and Toad was aware of that, and nice move by Jacko. Good to see him actually fighting for places and not defending aggressively like we have been used to in the past. Very good from Jacko. If he keeps this up, he will be maintaining his A-League, his B-League seat. Even as Toad tries to come back at him into turn 1, he's not going to quite commit it. Jacko, I think, has now got that buffer to now pull away from Toad. Mark NUFC is right on the back of David Wallbank in the meantime. Goldie out in front by 2 seconds. Just to give a little update on that. David Wallbank 3rd, lagging a little bit, but not as much as what I would have expected him to do. And at least he's actually made it through the first couple of laps as compared to FRL F3. But Mark is on the slower tyre, and he just outbrakes himself. Mark gets caught in the grass a little bit. Oh, and he rubs the wall. And I think that might have been a bit of orange heat coming from his engine there. Very, very strange to see that close up from the Mercedes, as David Wallbank's made a bit of a mistake at the S section, and now Mark is trying to go around the outside. David Wallbank's trying to defend it. Mark NUFC, there's a yellow flag in sector 3 further back. Oh, Mark NUFC breezes past David Wallbank for 3rd place. Of course, Mark, I'm not going to count Mark in the results because he is obviously an A-League driver. And I know he, well, he didn't fail to turn up. I know exactly the reason why he didn't turn up last night. He was at work, another driver with work commitments. But we're on lap 4, and Goldie leads by 9/10 from Storm. Mark NUFC's 3rd. David Wallbank has made a huge mistake. Them ultras, he's already overheated those ultras, as proven there. there's just no proof in that at all. No proof in the pudding, and he spun! He spun on the curb, David Wallbank. Oh, and he's spinning for days. He's spinning for England. And I think that might be his race over, if I've got to be honest. Quite unfortunate, don't you think?
Unlucky, but that's the choice with going ultra soft. We saw in qualifying he did soft, and he couldn't improve.
Yeah, I think Deneen's starting to struggle as well as Mark picks up a 3-second time penalty. He is catching the two leaders, and he is on the super softs, and he's came right from the back from 13th place. Let's have a look at the position changes actually. Mark has gained the most, 10 positions. Jacko's gained 7 positions and is currently running in the top 5 finish. Toad in behind on the ultras. Those are beginning to just overwear a bit, and we've got a battle for the lead. I think as Goldie, I think, might have just made a little bit of a mistake out front, and here comes Storm right on the back of him. Is he going to go for an opportunistic move into turn 1? He's going around the outside of turn 1. This is going to be really bold if he does this. Storm around the outside of turn 1. There's a little bit of contact, but he's got it done. Right. He's got it done, a little bit of lag. Deneen has lost the place to Jacko in the background as well. Those super softs are really overheating. So definitely the super softs and the softs are definitely the type to be on in your first stint in Australia. Jacko up to 4th, Deneen back to 5th. Oh. And Storm leads the way. Goldie just dropping off a little bit there. Mark NUFC in 3rd. Jacko and Deneen 4th and 5th. Toad is losing ground on that battle between the two Saubers, and they're getting quite close once again as there's a yellow flag in sector 3. It was James Killer. Where's he? Oh, he spun that at turn 13, I think. So that's his front wing there. Coming through the S section, let's have a look if there's any front wing damage on the right hand side or the left hand side of the track. Fidgeting Dragon has left the session. He's the first one to be out. Oh, Fidgeting Dragon's out the race. Oh yeah, I remember. Goodness me. Mark's trying to go around the outside of Goldie though, into the final 2 corners. Goldie, I think, is going to pit and go for the undercut. That's a wise move by Goldie. He goes for the undercut, and he will be out in free space because Kip is the only one that is going to be right behind him, I think. Deneen has also followed in. Interesting to see Toad. Super soft for Goldie, yes, you're right. And Deneen, what's he coming in for? I think there's a softs out in his pit box. They are softs in his pit box. Quite interesting tyres strategy from Deneen. Could he get those tyres to the end? 22 laps essentially.
Deneen could, but Goldie's doing a Bossman strategy from yesterday, going to do the 2-stop.
Yep, he is. Sorry to cut you off there, but Mark NUFC is right on the back of Storm and is launching a move up the inside, but he doesn't want to cause anything. And Mark NUFC, simply phenomenal move. And I can say that word now, which is absolutely brilliant. Mark NUFC up to the lead of the race. He's wanting to prove a point to all the guys in A-League, saying, I'm coming for you. Hopefully he can attend next week, because it'll be really interesting to see how Mark can cope with the step up to A-League from B-League. He is purely here. I think you invited him, didn't you? I think. I hope you did. Storm's in. Storm's in the pits. Oh dear. Migrating horse. Migrating horse. David Wallbank's out as well. David Wallbank is out of the race. And he's left the session. But Storm is in. I'm not sure, can you get back into the session by any chance?
I've had to reclose my application.
Yeah, can you join through invites I sent you like earlier on? Because if not, we might have a problem. That's good. Thank God. Oh, Storm is out in front of Deneen though. So Storm on the soft tyres going a lap soon. He's gone a lap longer than Deneen. And essentially he's got out 3.9 seconds ahead of the Sauber driver. So it's going to be interesting to see the tactics that is happening here. Jacko is in a great position, I've got to say. If he goes 1 stop on this strategy, he's got James Killer behind him who was being lapped, as Toad and Billy are having a bit of a tussle. Toad gaining a position on Billy through the first sector. Those are through turns 3 and 4. Jim's Killer picking up a 3-second time penalty. Billy just slightly running off track in the gravel there. Oh, and he's 3-second time penalty. He's just lagging a little bit, Billy. I thought he was going miles on. But Jacko has got Jim's Killer to worry about. Have you joined back yet?
Nope, not yet.
Not yet. I will hopefully see a pop-up on the bottom of my screen. Toad is getting closer to Kip though in the meantime. Toad on the fresh Super Softs. Come back to Kip on the 5-lap old Super Softs. Of course, these guys have had to pit on the first lap due to that crash, which I will investigate after this race. There's a yellow flag in Sector 1, and it's Mark NUFC who's binned it from the lead of the race. Mark NUFC has retired and left the session, and that leaves Jacko out in front of this race.
I'm unable to join back.
You're unable to join. Oh my god. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? See, if I leave the lobby, I don't know what's happening. That's the thing. Oh. I could just continue solo if you want me to, unless you want to catch up on the stream and just take it from the stream.
You can just do it solo. Stupid gear.
Do it solo. Oh, well, that's the end of our commentating as a duo, but thank you anyways for turning up as always. And I will give you a shout out at the end. It's been a pleasure indeed. See ya.
Bye.
So, it's only me now. Toad, right on the back of Kip. We do have a bit of action here for TFRL B League. If somebody can tell me who the host of the session is, that would be absolutely fantastic, because I really suspect... Oh my god, Toad's done him around the outside! Toad does round the outside of Kip, but he couldn't quite pull it off. Kip, I think, has got front wing damage, unless he's struggling on those tyres. Jacko getting caught by Goldie. Any of these guys pitting? Kip, Toad, Billy not pitting at all, but there's three-way battle for fifth. As now Toad is going to try around the outside of turn 1. He's going to have to go around the outside if anywhere. He's going to try switch back. Oh, and Billy's got involved there as well. That's a bit of front wing damage for Billy on the left side end plate. Toad losing position, and his DRS is open. Of course, he did have DRS from Kip. So for now, I would say the battle is kind of over, but let's just ride on board with Billy for now. See if we can catch. Oh, Billy's got that from wing damage. If Billy's listening to the stream, he should just take it cautiously, come into the pits and go for a set of softs to the end. That's, I think, is probably the best strategy for Billy. As I do feel a bit lonely in this commentary booth. As the voice of Lightning Dig comes across the mic. I'm very lonely. I've got no one to talk to, so I've decided to unmute you. But there's a yellow flag in Sector 3. Yellow flag in Sector 3, it's Superheroes. Superheroes spawn at the S section at turn 12. Another one that's being caught out there. Back on board with Billy. Billy is coming in. He must have heard me on the stream. He's in the pits. How are you guys doing anyways? The Cup tonight. Yep, if you want to watch that, I do believe there is a live stream of that, TTL Cup. Or Superhero speed in the pit lane. Not great, not a great race from Superhero, as Gasly has joined me.
Hello.
I believe. Hello. Can you join back the session at all?
No.
No. Damn it. I just want to check who's the host of the session. Somebody can tell me that. That'll be unbelievable. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Jacko's out in front. Exactly. It's been so chaotic. Jacko's out in front, but he's still the pit.
How many people are left?
9 people left. Jim's Killer. Aaron invited Mark in, and he's finished, luckily, 11th. I wasn't going to count him in the results anyways. David Wallbank's out, and Fidgeting Dragon didn't even make it a lap. I think he did, but he crashed. But we've got a battle with Kip and Toad at the minute for the viewers that might be tuning in. My co-commentator sadly has had to leave me because of connection problems. And Kip defending off Toad. Toad have to go around the outside into turn 1. It's going to be completed before turn 1. Toad makes the move stick and he's up to 5th place. So Toad is up to 5th. Kip down to 6th. Toad, of course, on the fresher Super Softs. And Kip, of course, an F4 F3 driver. I'm going to check the comments while the race goes on. I'm going to have to do a double duty now. Fantastic. Can't believe what just happened. I got absolutely bullied on the first lap. Not happening at all. All the time you have to leave a space. I've got to agree with that, but that first corner collision was a bit of a Constantino effect. I will have a review of that after this race. Fantari Gaming has just joined us in the comment section. Hello, ball boy. I missed the end of FRL F1. If you can fill me in on what happened, that would be great, because I really haven't got much to talk about, as Aaron has left me. I know 6 people finished, and Bass FIFA apparently made a comeback of a century to win. Bass for F1.
So an F2 driver won F1.
F2 and F1, but then again, if I've got to say, I've got to be honest, if I was in charge of FOL, which I'm not, I'm in charge of TFRL, Bass would have been put up to F1 probably on after the first race. If that was me. I mean, it's ball boy, he can make his own minds up, and it's his own league and stuff like that. But that just be interesting to see. I really hope Bass does get a promotion, because I think he is one of the best upcoming drivers in that league. But back to the action on track, and Toad is pulling away from Kip once again. A second gap just about being formed by Toad, who is the returning driver, of course, into B League. Literally signed last minute last night. He signed in the spare Renault seat, joining David Wallbank at Renault for this season. Jacko is out in front by 6 seconds. Goldie in second, Storm in third, for those just tuning in. Deneen in fourth, Toad in fifth, Kip sixth, Billy seventh, Superhero eighth, and Niels in ninth. And going for a little bit of a half spin there. Niels, I think, running no assists on this game. I've got a bit of a toothache. That's not great. That is not great. But Kip is now losing time to Toad, so I think that battle is pretty much over. Goldie is catching Jackal, but not at the rate of knots that we would have been expecting on the softs compared on the super softs compared to the softs. Goldie, however, Jackal's still got a pit. He's been 12 lap on those softs. He is in the best position though. If the guys have got a pit again, Jackal, I think, is in the best position possibly to take this race win. I really, really hope he can do the business. I'm genuinely saying Jackal can win this race. Very rare sight being behold here in TFRL. Superhero sets the fastest lap. Of course, there is points for the fastest lap. Deneen did set pole, so he will get an extra point, 2 points added to his total. He's currently sitting in fourth, so those 2 points at the minute, if my maths is correct, he's sitting in fourth, so that'll be 12 points plus his 2 laps, 2 points for fastest lap, for pole position, sorry, and he will be on 14 points and not 12. And that is a recent introduction that we've put into TFRL, and he's using literally every, well, he's literally using every inch of track going down at turn 1. Very nice to see line being taken. Storm is catching Goldie. For the net lead of the race, there's a yellow flag in sector 2. Who is that? I think that might be Superhero. Superhero emerges from Whatever happened, I think he must have had a spin. Not his day, Superhero, who of course won in TFRL B League Interlagos on that famous race weekend where we also had Interlagos Fara GT3 Championship. Superhero sadly not repeating that feat from Brazil, but he should come back stronger going into next race, which is Bahrain, which will happen again, once again, if for those might be tuning in. TFRL runs leagues, A League on a Friday, as you probably saw last night, and B League running tonight, and that is what you're seeing on your screens right now as we're approaching the end of lap 14, so we're halfway through the race here at Australia at the Albert Park circuit, and still Jacko who leads, but those tyres have surely got to be wearing off. And there's, oh, Superhero spun out in front of him. Superhero spins, he's been lapped as well. Just saw a bit of front wing damage cascading across the track. And Jacko, they want to avoid that, I've got to say. No punctures or anything. 15 laps now on those softs. I would expect him to pit. Speaking of pits, Toad is in, and Niels has spun. Niels has absolutely beached it in the gravel in Sector 1, and I think he's trying to crash his car. That is where Fernando Alonso famously barrel rolled into the gravel. Niels out the race, he's going to take 9th. I think Superhero will be taking 8th at this rate as well. He's just spun again. Those super softs, he's not having the best of days, is he? Superhero. He's already been lapped. He could just quit now and throw in the towel, but you know, anything can happen. Speaking of anything can happen, my power off sign has just come up on my TV. That's not great. Oh. Oh dear. And a coughing fit has beheld one of my dearest friends. Dear me. Storm is catching Goldie though. Goldie not really closing in on Jacko either. Jacko should pit any, well, he should pit any lap soon. Niels has left the session, so he'll be taking 9th place. So that's 2 points for him. Storm is catching Goldie though. At the rate they're both catching, Jacko will still probably be in front, but Storm might be in the lead of this race. He's got the fresher tyres, he could make those last to the end, as Aaron alluded to earlier on in commentary. 1.7 seconds is the gap. Storm, of course, an FRL F2 driver. Ballboy will be very, very pleased that FRL has been getting mentioned plenty on this stream. I'm going to have a check of the comments while we see Storm closing in on Goldie. Kip is also in the pits for a fresh set of the supers. Let's have a look in... Let's have a look. Not sure what all the negativity was about. I was just trying to make a little bit of fun at the beginning, to be honest. I mean, 17 drivers, you had a better attendance than us, but if you watch back the stream, I've already said this, but I still feel that we might have the quality of the drivers. But Goldie's in the pits. In the meantime, I will come back to my little rant I'm going about. Has FRL got mentioned a lot? I only joined the stream 2 laps ago. What did you say, sorry? Well, Bubba's not having a go. But we do have a battle out on track. It's Kip and Billy. This is for 6th and 7th place. This is for 8 points and 6 points respectively. Toro Rosso driver Kip and Billy, both of them in FRL F3. Another mention for Ballboy. He'll be getting money off us soon. Oh, it's Billy. Oh, I thought Billy was going to go on the outside of turn 13. Oh.
I'll come to you. Oh. Exposed.
Dear me. It was such an amazing race at the end. It suddenly rained on the end of lap 12. Oh, yeah, rain at the end of the race in Baku, wasn't it? I saw a comment about that.
Yeah, Mark.
Ah, right. Who else is commentating? I can't hear him. It was Aaron, but he's had a game glitch. Oh, Billy's in the wall! Billy is in the wall! He had a touch of oversteer. He's in the wall. Billy should just continue round, take it easy. He's got a minute. He's a minute ahead of Superhero, so he should just pit and probably go supers to the end. and secure that 7th place. Your voice isn't shared. Ah, that's probably why. And do you want to share your voice?
Oh, I have now.
You have now, so you should be coming across the stream.
Why are we doing it?
Yeah, I'm going in, hang on.
25% race.
Wait. Right, I need to go in the shower, but you're about to start your race, aren't you?
Stopped half it.
Oh, half 8.
They've
Ooh.
already sent invites.
They've already sent invites and it's on at half 8. A bit eager, aren't they?
Sure, it's not. How many people are in?
The Mason
I've had an
Siege
invite.
are doing had an invite, but they're just doing whatever
They're
they're
just sat.
doing. Yeah.
Oxide said he could race, but he didn't, therefore reserve drivers were implemented. Well, that is fine. I will continue to argue the point that reserve drivers shouldn't be needed in F1 or F1. And they certainly aren't needed in F2 and F3, so as long as that problem is fixed, F1 F1 is already successful. We do have a bit of a gap closing. Storm is closing in on Jacko. Jacko has to pit. Surely. He's holding up Storm. Bit of a bit of love lost between these two. Jacko should pit this lap, I think. Is he coming in? Yes, he is. Jacko darts into the pits. He's going to be out behind Goldie, but he will be on the fresher tyres at the end of the race. Super Softs, I think, will be the best tyre for the end of the race. You can't make 11 laps on those. Storm starts lap 19 out in front. Can he make those tyres to the last to the end? And it is a set of Super Softs for Jacko. And that is good to see. There's a yellow flag in Sector 3. And that is Superhero once again. Superhero's giving up on life. Goldie sets the fastest lap of the race. He's letting through Toad and Kip there, who is currently the closest battle on track. Jacko now out on the Super Softs. It's going to be interesting to see how Storm and Deneen last on those softs. Deneen, of course, pitted a lap earlier compared to Storm. Storm in the Mercedes, Deneen in the Sauber. Goldie currently running third. He is the closer out of the drivers in behind, and he is absolutely flying on those Super Softs, and he is already beginning to close in that gap. For sure, it will need to be fixed, says Ballboy in response to my F1 comment. To be honest, the problem lies where I feel drivers who should be turning up aren't turning up, and you've got to get to the end. You've got to get basically to the reason why they're not turning up. I know a couple of our drivers last night. I think at least 4 or 5 out of the 20 that were due to attend didn't attend because of work commitments. So it will be. Punisher was watching the Liverpool match. See, that's not an excuse. He's watching the Liverpool match. I know he supports them, but come on, catch it up on blooming BBC Match of the Day. Catch up on Match of the Day or Sky Sports on the Go or whatever that's called back in the day. We're on lap 20. Storm still leads. I think Deneen is actually beginning to reel him in a little bit. He is. Deneen is beginning to reel him in, but is this the peak performance of the tyres starting to reach boiling point? Deneen has gone 14 laps, Storm's gone 13. We did see Oxide last night, of course, set 20 laps on those softs. KB had a race ban too, and it's good that he did have a race ban. I very much respect that decision.
That's it.
But still, it's a ban of some sort, and I'm glad to see the clamping down. Because if that was FOL last season, to be fair, the incident wouldn't have been investigated between him and Ollie. But I'm glad it was caught on stream, and I'm glad he was brought to justice. And if you've been keeping up with KB's comments on Twitter as well, Ballboy, have a look at them. Yeah, some controversial ones in there. But, lap 21 out of 29. I'm struggling for topics.
If he hasn't seen, also, everyone was having a go at Oxide, including Francis McGinn, also known as Francis Jessica, or VSR Francis, and when he asked what leagues Oxide was in, he said FRL and TFRL, and all I've got to say is that VSR Francis then put FRL with 2 laughing emojis. I don't know what you think about that.
Yeah, have you got a copy of that tweet that I could send to him after this ref?
Have I? No.
No. No. Bobo's going to check now anyways.
Yeah, it's on Oxide's Twitter.
Yep, at Nova Oxide, isn't it? His Twitter.
Yep.
Might have changed it now, I don't know.
Yeah, just type in Oxide Nova, it usually, oh Jesus, usually comes up.
Well, because I'm stuck for topics to talk about, let's talk about the ERS. And go through each driver, that is, and the ERS mode. As we just see Storm literally running out of ERS at the end of his lap. The Superhero sets the fastest lap, he's getting the extra point at the minute. Storm is running ERS mode 2, which is low, is it? I forgot the ERS mode, which is absolutely brilliant.
Non, low, medium, high, overtake.
So he's on medium. He's on medium ERS mode. Superhero picks up a 3-second time penalty. He is catching him. I wonder if Storm will let Superhero through and unlap himself.
I got 2 5-place grid penalties anyway.
Deneen in second. FRL with lapsing emojis, probably because Oxide hasn't turned up at all this season. Ooh, bit of burn there from Bull Boy. Oh. Yeah, again, he hasn't turned up. He's another one with work commitments. He strangely can't make Fridays though. I think he said to me he's changed his shifts around at work. Or somebody said they've changed shifts around at work so they can actually make the races. But I think we've got a developing battle going on. Actually, let's run through. Deneen not running any ERS at all. Goldie's running fuel mode, ERS mode 2. Jacko's running ERS mode 4 and is going for the fastest lap by the looks.
You have to get set up, Kevin.
Is on high. He's on ERS mode 3. Kip is on ERS mode 2. Billy's on ERS mode 1 and is running out of fuel. So I think he should turn down his fuel, turn down his ERS, and leave it on 1. And that should be fine. Superhero's right on the back of Storm though. This is not sadly for position. Superhero's had a bit of a horrible race, if I've got to be honest.
All I can say about Bobo's response to the Francis's statement is it probably isn't
bit of a yoke.
What he thinks. I think it's a bit more.
I think he's treating it as a bit of a yoke, if I've got to be honest. Bit of an egg yolk.
He's not laughing at Oxide at all for not turning up.
No. Yeah, to speak about Fran, actually, he had the cheek to, well, he didn't have the cheek to message me, it was all in good faith, but he did message me last night asking if he could join TFRL this season. We do have full seats, so at the minute, no, is the answer to that. Goldie's catching Deneen. In the meantime, we finally got a bit of action out on track. Billy gets out of the way of the thingies in the pits to replace his front wing and probably to go for fastest lap. It's a set of ultra soft compounded tyres for Billy. I sense a fastest lap coming on from him, and he's miles ahead. He's miles ahead of Superhero. Superhero, in the meantime, I think has got past Storm, and he has. I think Storm might just be letting them through, but them ultras are wearing already quick. Like they're well. Oh, Superhero's off! Oh, Superhero's crashed! He's off and he's out. He was in 8th place anyway, so I don't think it would have mattered to the results, but we do have a battle developing. Deneen, those softs are wearing out. Goldie is the closer from the back. 4/10, 2/10, he's getting closer as Goldie. He's taking the inside line as much as possible to try and save ground. On the inside, he brakes nicely for the corner. Deneen, just got to be careful. Goldie in behind. 5/10 off. Could see a Mercedes engine first and second. if Goldie gets past Deneen. Deneen, of course, running the Scuderia Ferrari 2017 spec engine, and Goldie running the Williams engine, the Mercedes 2017 spec, I think they run. Storm is getting reeled in though slowly by Deneen, and he is dragging Goldie along with him. 8.4 seconds, gap currently fluctuating. As we started lap 25 out of 29. The rule, by the way, 70% distance. If you do want to, if anything does happen and I disconnect for some absolute odd reason, I would take the result of how they are now. So you'll be seeing Storm out in first, Deneen second, Goldie in third, Jacko fourth, Toad fifth, Kip sixth, and Billy seventh. Superhero Niels and James Killer all scoring points. And Storm is approaching the end of... The thing is, that's supposed to be a dig at the FRL or something. I have no problem with you guys, says Boy.
I could flip a table.
But please don't. Keep it calm. Keep calm and carry on, and that's what we're doing in B-League. Here tonight, we're reaching the end of the race, and we could see a battle going for second as Deneen picks up a 3-second time penalty. That could be costly. Oh, and Goldie just getting caught on the grass as well. So just even the other out through the S section there. Goldie now reaching peak performance on his tyres. Storm is fair. I'm fair to say I think Storm might have this, if I've got to be honest. If he can blast those tyres for another 4 laps, he should have the race done. He should have it signed, sealed and delivered. And if you're saying to me, I'm yours. Stevie Wonder joke. Brilliant, and Goldie goes for a move up the inside of turn 1, just forcing Deneen off track, goes around the outside of him. Goldie's up to second. Deneen losing the tyres. He would have got past him anyways. Goldie's up to second. Now, 4 laps, 8.5 seconds. Super softs against softs. Goldie might have a chance of winning this race, but then again, that gap is way too much for him to catch, unless it's an absolute miracle of a drive from Goldie at this stage. Let's just take you through the position gains anyways. 8 positions gained for Jacko. He's currently sitting in 4th place. Very respectable drive from him. I don't think he's caused any collisions either, which is very good to see. So his bad patch of form, as he was alluding to earlier on in the comments, going quite strong. Deneen is definitely losing those tyres in behind. Goldie beginning to reel Storm in though. It's 8.1 seconds. And with 3 laps to go essentially, I'd have my money on Storm winning this race, but Goldie is beginning to reel him in. Very slowly, he's reeling them in. But he's reeling them in at a rate of knots. 8.2, that gap now fluctuating. Goldie's taking the left side of the track, using as much track up as possible to get the best possible run into turn 1, and that was such a lovely line, and he's getting 3/10 through there, he's getting 4/10 through there. Goldie's getting closer. It's not going to be enough, I don't think, unless we see something absolute tragic happen to Storm, or if Billy gets in the way. You know what Billy's like. He's in sector 1. Oh, he's well behind Storm, so that won't be the case. Good drive from Jackal then, I assume. Kip might get Toad. Weed. Storm has got this surely. Yeah, I've got to agree. Kip is catching Toad, but I think that gap has just been around 2 seconds. Just under 2 seconds for quite a while now. As we're right on board currently with our race leader. That gap is still closing down. 7 seconds, 6.8. Surely I am thinking the impossible here. Storm tyres are going off at quite a rate of knots. There's quite a bit of vibration coming from the left front as well. It'll be interesting to see. Storm is losing those tyres. He's got 2 more laps to last. 6.8 seconds the gap. 6.6. He's dragging Deneen along with him. Deneen might not be out of this either if something does happen to Storm. It's 6.5 seconds. Let's go on board with Toad and Kip. Kip is 1.4 and he is catching Toad slowly. He is using less ERS than Toad. 6.2 is the gap currently for the lead of the race. Deneen, I think, is now out of this. He's now fading in behind and losing touch. Storm picks up a 3-second time penalty. That's going to be crucial. Let's have a quick look at race director. Penalties are going to be key. 3 penalties for Storm. Goldie has only got 1. All Goldie's got to do is be within 6 seconds of Storm for him to win this race. Storm has got to go hell for leather in the final lap to try and gain that time back. Goldie, as it stands, is winning this race. As it stands. Storm coming around the final corner. He's got 1 more lap to go. He will cross the line in first at this stage of the race. Anything can happen between now and the line. Storm about to start this final lap. 5.2 seconds. The gap has closed a second. This lap alone. 5.1. Goldie's getting closer. All he's got to do is stay within 6 seconds. Storm, though, a masterful one-stop strategy. I've got to say, Storm is going to get my drive of the day no matter what happens in the final couple of corners. He is taking it so cautiously now. Storm can't afford to pick up another penalty. If Goldie picks up another penalty, then it's a whole... he's just thrown it wide open once again. If Goldie picks up another penalty... Storm closing in on his win, potentially. Goldie at the minute, he's losing those super softs now. He's not catching at the rate of knots that we're expecting. In fact, he's lost time. And now Storm through the S section for the final time. He gets through it safely. Let's watch Goldie through there. Oh, Goldie's losing the car through there. He did well to recover it. He's gained time. He's running out of fuel. And so is Storm. Storm coming through the final 3 corners now. Billy picks up a 3-second time penalty. Oh, he's going on the grass. Storm's just got to keep it. Out of the wall. No puncture. Storm is going to come across the line in first. But I'm afraid to say, his race win is going to be taken away from him, I think, as Goldie crosses the line, finishing 2 seconds ahead. So unfortunate. If Storm didn't get those penalties, he would have had that race. One-stop strategy worked. He's going to get drive of the day. Deneen has finished a very respectable third. He's gone 24 laps on those softs. Jacko, in fact, has actually jumped Deneen. So the Sauber guys are joining, are going strong. Toad and Kip in the meantime. Kip was closing, not enough though. Toad is going to come across the line in 5th. Keep an eye on the penalties though, because I think Kip might have a couple. Toad coming across the line in 5th. Kip coming across the line in 6th, and they remain as they are. And that is the season opener of TFRL B League finished. Happy with second, wrong setup, and 1 stop was close. 85% wear. 85% wear on the softs. Oxide managed, I think, 70 odd last night on his set of softs. That lasted 20 laps. Storm sent Oxide. Catch me if you can on the tyres, basically. 23 laps on the softs. Great performance. Storm gets my drive of the day. But let's run through the order for TFRL B League round 1, and it is Goldie who wins here in Australia. Storm did cross the line in first, but remember the penalties do add up, and Goldie this win. Storm in second. Alfa Romeo Sauber F1 team will be pleased with the second row lockout, with Jacko jumping Deneen on penalties for third. Jacko getting no penalties at all, coming from 12th. Very nice drive by Jacko, I've got to say. Deneen in 4th, Toad on his return in 5th. Then it's Kip on his debut in 6th, Billy in 7th, Superhero 8th. Niels and James Killer also get points. Mark NUFC, who was our special guest this evening, didn't pick up any points. David Wallbank and Fidgeting Dragon were also here as well. And VP, if you're wondering, Ballboy, VP has left league racing as a whole, he's gone away for a couple of months. He should be back. I hope. Oh, and I was host. Oh, that's absolutely fantastic. I can host and stream at the same time. Shall we get any interviewees in, do you think? I'm unsure who's on. Internet connection call. He's now currently not sufficient to broadcast gameplay. Brilliant.
Hey.
Oh.
No, that wasn't Keelan.
What?
The person coughing, it wasn't Keelan.
Good job we got in Sauber.
Yep. What I think I'll do just to save the stream, is actually end it here. But what a thrilling night of action, TFRL B League, and the action doesn't stop there. Hopefully, we can get a commentator for tomorrow, Porsche Super Cup, round 1, at Brands Hatch Indy. No jokes intended, Bullboy, with Brands Hatch. But we are around there, round 1. Hopefully we can commentate. If there's no commentators, then I will probably jump in for a stint in the commentary box and broadcast the guys. But I am due to drive, so that might be the thing. So if you don't see any stream, if you don't see a stream this week, it will be stream. There'll be a stream probably next week, and hopefully we'll find a commentator in time for next week as well. But for now, unless you guys want to add anything.
No.
No.
No?
Oh, wait, I've got something to add.
Mm-hmm.
Please watch me in Will. At R8, please. Show your support. Donate £1 to a great cause, and we shall win it for you. Thank you.
You heard it here first. And on that note, I'm pressing start instead of options. Thank you everyone for watching, and until our next stream, which will probably be tomorrow, Porsche Super Cup, and A-League and B-League next week in Bahrain, it is goodbye.